Hello and welcome. Fantastic to have you here. We've got a great session on today. So this is all about, as you're leading change as a leader, obviously we're going through heaps and heaps of change right now, and this will happen, right? So you'll be part of a great big, it could be an organizational change, it could be just a team change, it could be a circumstance change, there could be some projects in that's creating change. There's always going to be a moment where you are in the midst of change, and that's no different to what we are right now. So going through COVID-19 over this period of time has made us all change, whether we want to or not. We've had to make some changes, and that leaves us in a level of fair discomfort, let's say. So we've been surviving, right? So we've just been surviving to try and keep ourselves head above water and things happening. Now we need to move into revive mode. We're going to revive, and I think we're heading towards there, before we get back to thrive. So I want to lead you through that change. I want to help you lead your team through that change from survive, revive to thrive. So let's do that and let's see what we need to do. So this is going to be a really quick 5-step sort of model that you can follow that I think is really going to set you up for success. So the first one is you have got the perfect opportunity now to really get to know your team, right? So you've got people at this end of the scale that are working from home, homeschooling children, got everybody in the house, absolutely manic, up to this end of the spectrum where you've got people that, their only social outlet was actually going to work, and now they're actually feeling really isolated, alone, remote. So you're dealing with a big expanse of different people. So to do that as a leader, you would be spending more time talking to these people one-on-one, asking them how they're feeling, getting to know them, getting to know the names of their kids or pets or whatever it may be. And this is a perfect opportunity for you to determine as an individual what they're going through, because that's going to help you have conversations going forward when more changes come through. People start transitioning back to work, or people start to transition into some sort of new normality, whatever that looks like. So you'll be able to adjust your conversations to suit those individuals. So it's really perfect opportunity to really know your team. Make sure you're connecting with them. Have those video conferencing conversations. And yes, if kids are coming in and tugging on their legs or, wanting to climb on their lap, that's a perfect opportunity to say, oh, tell me about little Nancy. How old is she now? All these conversations are really, really important for you to put in the back of your mind going, right, I know this individual is going to need time to get that transition right while the kids are transitioning back to school and blah, 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 blah. Right? So this is really important. Number one, know your team. Perfect opportunity for you to do so now. Number two, keep it real. So what do I mean by this? This is as changes are coming through, and let's face it, they're coming through pretty quick time, right? Keep it real, communicate it, make sure that you are transparent, authentic, genuine, making sure that people are knowing what's going on. And, ask your team, what's your fears? What's your concerns? What are you most worried about? What keeps you up at night? And get that on the table. So if they're saying, oh God, I just don't know how long I can work from home for, when are we going to go back to the office? If you don't know the answer, just say, great question. And you know what, that's something I'm going to keep asking about, because the last I heard, it's not going to be in the next few weeks. So, it's transparent, it's open, but you know what those fears are. And then you can address that in a one-on-one. Tell me what's the biggest thing. What's the thing that's bugging you? What's the worst thing about working from home? Do you need more support? Do you need another place to work? Do you need to get your monitor from the office? Whatever it may be. So just keep it real. Know what it means for the individuals, express the changes that are coming through, and make it okay for people to have a whinge or say their fears. Okay, that gets it on the table. So keep it real. Number three, make it okay. So this is where, if they're going to keep it real, if you're going to encourage people to sort of share their thoughts, fears, concerns, then make it okay to acknowledge that people are in a level of discomfort, and that's okay. It's okay for people to feel fearful. It's okay for people to feel discomfort, and it's okay for people to feel like, they're having a hard time right now. That's okay. People will be having negative reactions. That's okay. Talk through that. So make sure that that's okay for people to talk through, because as they have negative reactions and as you talk about it as a team, someone might pipe in and say, do you know what? I had a hard time working from home for the first few weeks, and this is what I did, and it's actually a bit better now. And they're able to share stories and leverage off each other and determine what working for them and what might work for somebody else. So really, really important for you to make it okay so they can have those conversations and help each other out. Number 4, look to the future. So continuously try and do that start, stop, continue. So what do we need to start doing now we're transitioning back into the office? Or what do we need to start doing now we know we're not transitioning back in for another month? What do we need to stop doing? What do we need to continue with? So we'll continue on those prioritized projects. We'll stop, maybe there's certain things that you need to stop doing right now. So maybe there's things that are fallen below the priority level that you need to stop until you get back into the office, whatever those might be. So continuously do that stop, start, continue with people to just really make sure that you're looking to the future all the time. You're trying to work out, well, how do we transition? Remember, we've gone from survive, we're trying to revive and get into thrive, and it's going to take some time. And number 5, be that role model. So, if you want people to get up off the computer, you make sure that some of your meetings you do a walk and talk. Stick your headphones in, stick your phone in, go for a walk around the roads. Safety first, okay? Make sure you're keeping your eye out for things, but have a meeting then and let people know I'm walking while I'm talking to you because I needed to get away from the computer. You be that role model. You don't want people sitting at the computer for 5 hours. You don't sit at the computer for 5 hours. Make sure you look after yourself and be open with what you're doing. Say at the meetings, do you know what? By 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I was totally brain dead, so I just had to switch off. So I went off and went for a walk for 20 minutes around the block, dropped everything, made myself a cup of tea, came back about 45 minutes later and I was able to finish off. So allow that to happen, because as you're role modeling, as you're being open and transparent with what's working for you, people will think that that's okay for them too. And there'd be less likelihood of them burning out or becoming really negative with things if they've got those opportunities to sort of go and grab a coffee or sit in the garden for 15 minutes or go for a walk or whatever it may be. That role model is really, really important. If you're going to have a morning meeting, make sure that you've got up, you've gone for your walk, you've had your shower, you've had your breakfast, you've got dressed, you've brushed your hair, you've brushed your teeth, and you're ready for the day. Because if that's what you want your team to be, you need to be role modeling that too. So I hope that makes a difference. So number 1, know your team. You've got a perfect opportunity to do this right now. Number 2, keep it real. Communicate any changes that are coming down the line. Number 3, make it okay. So have that empathy and make it okay to acknowledge that people are feeling a level of discomfort. Number 4, look to the future. Remember, we want to revive and thrive. So what do we have to start, stop, and continue to make sure that that's going to happen? And number 5, be that role model. Be that example. All right, so I hope that helps. Let's get us going, right? We can do this. I know you can do this. So I hope that helps you. Remember, if you've got any issues, concerns, worries, anything that you want to talk to me about, get on to ask@teamleadertoolkit.com. I'll put something together, throw it together exactly like this and send it your way, and hopefully it'll give you those multiple solutions that you're looking for. All right, so until next time, have a brilliant week and we'll speak soon. Cheers. Bye for now.